Hey my friends, today we're going to be looking at an early 20th century recipe for a daiquiri, the cocktail king of Cuba, and Ernest Hemingway. Now before we begin, you know those movies where it says based on a true story? Since, despite the white in my beard, I am not old enough to actually have known Hemingway myself, all I can do is tell you the story as I heard it. And it goes like this. Ernest Hemingway is living in Cuba. He's a regular at the bar La Floridita. One day as he's coming out of the restroom, the bar is filled with daiquiris set up for a wedding reception. Hemingway grabs one and throws it back because he's Hemingway, and he turns to the bartender and says, "Double the rum and cut the sugar." Now, anyone who knows what a daiquiri tastes like knows that if you actually put twice the amount of rum and no sugar in it, it's going to be an awful drink, but that's beside the point. This is Hemingway we're talking about, and ever since, bartenders have tried to find some way to honor the spirit of the cocktail he called for whilst still making it palatable. Usually this is done by replacing the sugar with a combination of maraschino liqueur and grapefruit juice. The grapefruit both contributes to and controls the maraschino liqueur. The bartender at that hotel was a gentleman by the name of Constantine Ribelegua. Hemingway even mentioned him in a letter to his wife, Martha Gellhorn. "Everything is lovely here at the Nacional, and the only thing lacking is you, dear. If you could only see the view from my room, and oh, those daiquiris that nobody makes like old Constantino. In other words, I miss you, but at least I have daiquiris." Anyway, the idea that Ribelegua used maraschino liqueur and grapefruit juice for Hemingway's daiquiri makes perfect sense for two reasons. One, it works, and two, he'd already been doing it. In 1935, Ribelegua published a book of cocktail recipes that includes no less than 4 daiquiri recipes, 2 of which call for maraschino liqueur, and one of those uses grapefruit juice. However, both of those recipes still use sugar. There's 2 ounces of rum, a spoonful of sugar, a spoonful of grapefruit juice, a spoonful of maraschino liqueur, and the juice of half a lime. So my best guess at the OG Hemingway daiquiri is this. Either A, he trusts that the maraschino liqueur is going to hide the sugar in the drink and gives it to Hemingway exactly as it is, or, more likely, B, he honors Papa's request. He may have gone heavy on the rum, but for our purposes, let's stick to 2 ounces of white rum. Get rid of the sugar. We're going to use 2 spoonfuls of grapefruit juice, 2 spoonfuls of maraschino liqueur, and half an ounce of lime juice. And yeah, that's it. The Hemingway Daiquiri. And I would never, ever send that back. Cheers, my friends.